Bye-bye, Earth. Episode 5, Performance of Swords and Scales, Good and Evil. The forest outside Park City was alive, but not with the chirping of birds or rustle of leaves. It throbbed with danger. Belle Lablac and Adonis moved cautiously, the shadows stretching long and dark as the sun sank behind twisted branches. They were following a trail whispered to lead to a rebel soulist, a figure whose power threatened the fragile balance of the land. Each step felt like walking on a knife's edge. The trees themselves seemed to watch, their gnarled limbs reaching as if to snare the unwary. Belle's hand tightened around Runding. Its weight grounded her, a tangible promise of survival in a world that never forgave mistakes. Adonis walked beside her, silent, but every glance he cast spoke volumes: caution, calculation, and the faintest trace of challenge. The trap came suddenly. A net, nearly invisible, whipped around Belle's legs, yanking her off balance. From the shadows, the rebel soulist emerged, a figure cloaked in swirling darkness, eyes gleaming with mischief and menace. Adonis acted instantly, throwing himself into the path of the first strike. Steel rang against steel, a symphony of chaos that echoed through the forest. Belle spun, swung, and leaped, her blade carving arcs of silver fire in the dying light. Every strike was precise, every movement a declaration. She would not fall. But the enemy was cunning, moving as if the forest itself obeyed his commands. Traps, illusions, and deadly strikes forced Belle and Adonis into desperate maneuvers. For every blow they landed, another threat emerged, testing not only their skill but their trust in one another. Breath ragged, muscles screaming, Belle realized this battle was not simply about survival. It was a test of will. The forest seemed to pulse in rhythm with her heartbeat, as if mocking her perseverance while demanding it in equal measure. Then, with a sudden, almost imperceptible movement, Belle found an opening. Runding cut through the air, a decisive strike that shattered the rebels' defenses. The figure fell back, wounded, but not defeated, retreating into the shadows with a promise of return. Silence settled over the forest. Belle sank to one knee, chest heaving, sweat and grime streaking her face. Adonis stood beside her, unflinching, eyes scanning the horizon as if already anticipating the next danger. Belle looked at him, understanding dawning. The path she had chosen was no longer about merely finding others like her. It was about learning to survive in a world that would stop at nothing to see her broken. And together, they would face whatever darkness came next.